So let's see how to use this butterfly logo reveal template. So once you download this template, you should get this zip file. Now just unzip this zip file and you get this folder over here. Now if you open up this folder, you will find these subfolders over here. Now as you can see, this is the butterfly logo reveal.dra file. You need to install this DRA file in the Davinci Resolve software. So open up the Davinci Resolve software and make sure your software version is 16 or above. Below version will not work. And if you want to use the font that I have used, then I will recommend just copy this link over here, paste it in your browser, download and install it, and then you can open up the software over here and come over here to this home section and right click over here and click on this restore project archive. Okay, don't import project, click on this restore project archive, then navigate to your downloaded folder and open up this folder, and here's the DRA file, select it and click on this open. Don't double click on this folder, just click on this open, and once you do that, it will open and ask you for a new name. So I'm just gonna leave it as copy of butterfly logo reveal. Hit OK, and once you do that, it will import for you. You can see. So now you can just double click on it to open. Now this template is ready for edit. Now here in this media pool, you can find these folders. In this edit comp, you will find this logo or text composition where you need to change the comp, where you need to change your logo or text. In the final comp, you can see the actual animation which is open by default, and in this asset folder, all of these assets, so you can ignore this one. Okay, now before I start editing this, here is a few things you need to do. Make sure this default mode is on. So you can see this this final comp, you can see this final comp over here. So if you can't see this final comp, make sure to toggle it from here. You might be getting by default like this, there is no final comp, but I will recommend to switch it like that so that it will be much more easier to navigate to the placeholders. Now sometimes if you change your text or logo in here and in this final comp, it will not update, it will stay this default over here. Okay, that's because you need to go over here and delete your render cache and start rendering the cache again. By default, Davinci Resolve will cache your default animation over here. So whenever you're changing your image, it will not change. It will just always show the default. But most of the time, it will automatically update. So if it's not changing over here, make sure to go over here and delete this render cache all. Okay, now let's see how to change this logo text. So just double click on this logo text and it will open up over here. And now this is actually a text layer, so you can select it and change your text. Okay, and change the color, font, etc, etc. And if you go back, you can see it didn't change over here. So same thing, go over here, delete render cache to all, hit yes, and it will delete the cache and start over again. See, now if you want to turn off this render cache, you can just go over here, playback and render cache and make it to none. Then it will be automatically updated. And you can also go over here, fusion memory cache, make it to off, and do all your editing, and it will be updated instantly. But before you render, make sure to turn them on. Let's go over here and render cache to smart and fusion memory cache to on. So if you don't do that, your render will not start and you might get a bit weird result. Okay, so that's the thing. Now let's say you want to add your PNG logo. That you can also do. You can just double click on it again and turn off the text and import your logo over here and just drag and drop the timeline. Now as you can see, the logo is a bit big, so I'm just gonna select it, and in this inspector tab I'm just gonna scale this down like so. Now if I just go back, it should be updated. Let me turn off this render cache for now. Now let's see how to change these colors. To change the color, you need to go inside this fusion comp. So just go inside this fusion comp, and in here, if you scroll over here, you will find two sections over here. One is color control and one is element opacity. So if you select this color control, you can select these nodes from here and double click on these nodes and you can change the colors. So this is the background color, as you can see. So this is actually a gradient color. You need to select it and change the colors. Okay, and you can select the other points as well and you can change. And here's the butterfly color. If you select it, double click again, and this is actually a flat color. You can change from here. And for elements opacity, select this group, and in this group section, you can change all of this, backlinks, opacity, okay, particles opacity, etc. over here. Now once you're happy with your edit, let's see how to render it. Just go to this deliver tab, and in here choose your desired name and choose your destination folder and select your desired settings and add to render queue and just start render.